How is it that all of us have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year, but most of us complain about not being able to manage time? And how come the rest of them do not complain ever about not having time? What is so special about them, or what is it that they know that we haven't yet learned? Time waits for no man is a statement that we have come across a lot of times. But what does it mean? For me, time runs as quickly as it can, and for some, time seems to stand still. So, let's explore and figure out what makes us say things like, I have no time for everything, and what makes the others say that they have enough time to finish everything that they intended to. Hi, my name is Lata, an International Coaching Federation certified success coach and a certified NLP master practitioner, and in this video, I will tell you how you can manage your time so you can accomplish everything that you intended to, leading you to be less stressed and helping you complete every task with ease. And before we proceed, subscribe to our channel, simple as that, so you can gain all the knowledge required to make your school or a college life a lot easier. From the student's perspective, I am in total agreement that the amount of studies has increased as compared to what was earlier. There are projects that needs to be completed on time, in addition to the various coordinations that they need to do with their school or college friends. Tuitions have become a huge business and a lot of time gets spent there. In addition to this, parents want their kids to have extracurricular activities like sports, singing, learning music, which is very good for physical and intellectual development. While I am as practical as I can in bringing out the areas that consumes your time, again, I wonder why only a few struggle to keep their work, homework, projects, etc. pending, while the rest are able to manage everything on any given day and still have time for their personal interests. Managing your time effectively will lead to the completion of all tasks that are a priority, which in turn will give you less stress. I know how stressed we become when things starts to pile on, and at some point we all become blank, not knowing where to start or what to start with. When you are able to complete your work on time, there is less anxiety, leading to more clarity of mind. And once the tasks get completed, you also become more confident to move further. I have seen students doing the last minute rush, but this not only leads to panic, but also leads to tons of mistakes in what they do. In a state of rush, the only thing on mind is to complete the task hook or crook. Whether you learn or not, you just want to complete it and does not do good at all. And with all the mistakes, when the homework or the projects get submitted, there is more anxiety because you're constantly thinking about whether you will get pointed out and reprimanded by the teacher. Most of the time, till the reviewed report is returned to you, you are always in a state of anxiety, which keeps you distracted from doing the work on hand. Then, what about the overload on your brain when you are doing the last minute rush? Do you really think you will be able to focus and dedicatedly pay attention to what is on hand? I do not think so. Constant worrying that work is not getting completed is enough to cloud your mind, leading to lesser clarity, which otherwise could help you finish the task. addition to all this, when you constantly struggle at managing time to complete your tasks, you will end up developing a habit of being disorganized. I know some smart students will tell me every student does go through this process of last minute rush because we do not have enough time for everything. And some students would say, why are we being burdened with so many things apart from studies? And a few would say, our parents do not understand us and nor do our teachers. So, what do we do? Are we going to only keep talking about the effects of poor time management, or are we going to get to the solutions on how to manage time effectively? Now, if you learn to manage time effectively, if you can plan everything in advance and keep a check on the amount of time you spend on everything, it will help you stay more relaxed, no last minute rush, which will ensure you make lesser mistakes and your quality of work stays good. You will become more confident on moving to the other task rather than checking back if everything was completed as per your expectation. And as you get efficient in this routine, you will develop the discipline to manage time. And once a habit develops, you will only become a pro in managing time. When time is managed well, you can have the right balance between your professional and your personal life without having to compromise on either. Sometimes there is a possibility that however much you try, your workload might not seem to decrease. That is normal and is perfectly fine, and you can always make changes to the way your plan works. But what is most important is that you do not make this once a while thing to become a daily issue. So, here are my few tips on how to manage time well as a student, and if you are not a student, then you can follow the process and apply the same towards your work or towards whatever it is that you do. There is something else too which I want to mention. There might be some students who are not even aware of how to manage time, and for them, what this video provides is the solution and not just a learning. Once you watch this video, go back once more and take down notes and then start implementing it, and only then will you see the changes. The issue with most people is that they have enough knowledge about how to manage time, but they never put it into use, which is not a win-win situation for them. What is the whole point of knowing what to do, but not going ahead and putting it into use? See, the more knowledge you gain, the better. However, if you do not put your knowledge of how to manage time into use, then it is not going to help you. Implementing everything that you are aware of is what will help you bring in the change. So, here are the things to do so you can stop complaining about how everything is always pending by end of the day. First thing, create a short-term and a long-term goal. As a student, you are well aware as to what needs to be completed every day versus what needs to be completed over a period of time. Example, you know that your daily homework needs to be completed every day as compared to completing an entire book. So, break your studies by short-term and long-term. Your short-term goal should be to complete your daily homework, your daily studies on what was being taught in the class, your small projects, and your preparations for school the next day. Your long-term goal should be to complete all the topics for your weekly tests, your weekly or monthly assignments, and everything where large information is involved. Now, most of the time, when your short-term goals are completed on time, the long-term goals will automatically fall into place. Sometimes you will see that out of the blues, you have a huge project which will consume most of your time. But that is perfectly fine, because once you learn how to manage everything, you will still end up finding time to finish the time-consuming task. The most important thing is not to keep your short-term goals and your long-term goals in your mind, but have it written down somewhere where you can see it. Daily, weekly and monthly goals should always be written down and posted in a location where you study, so you can keep a tab on it every single day. The next thing you need to do is to make yourself a schedule. Once every task is broken down by daily, weekly and monthly, you need to ensure that you have a schedule made so you can adhere to it. Your schedule should have a start time and an end time, and the duration you want to spend on each task. By now, you will be well aware of what tasks consumes how much of time, and so start writing down the time you will be spending on each of your tasks. It does not have to be a perfect timing, because you never know the exact time you will need to complete your task. While I am using the word task, consider this as a homework, a project, topics to study, your break time, your play time, your interaction with your friends, your time with your family, etc. You first start with a day schedule. Write down all the things you need to do after school. Then start numbering them from the highest priority to the lowest. The most important ones should always be at the top of the list, and then start adding a time to it. A small difference in duration is perfectly fine, and that is how all our schedules are. We are not machines to make perfect schedule. If a task consumes more time, it is perfectly fine. But while making a schedule, ensure you make this schedule with a lot of thought. You do not want to be putting up 3 hours for a homework which only takes 2, or you do not want to be putting up 2 hours for something when it's going to take you 3 hours. Have a fair idea, because with months and years of study, by now you would have already become a pro in arriving at the average time it would take for you to finish your homework. If your schedule varies by 15 to 20 minutes, that is perfectly fine. So the first thing that you did was to write down all the tasks, and you started prioritizing the tasks from most important to least important. The second thing that you did is to make a schedule, have a start time and an end time against all the tasks. Now, the next thing, after prioritizing, it is important to start executing the plan that you have made. The highest priority ones should be the most critical one to finish and which cannot be moved to the next day. Also, it is important that you have a clock nearby, or you can set an alarm to finish the task. You should always keep a tab on your time, else you will lose track and this will lead to tasks pending. Always keep a check, and after a few days, this will in fact help you arrive at the best possible duration to complete each task. Now that you know how to make your daily schedule, make a weekly task list. All the work that needs to be done on a weekly basis should be up there, which should include everything and which should not include any of the daily ones. Example, revision of all the topics for the week. Like I already mentioned, if your daily schedules are taken care of without anything pending, then your weekly schedule and your monthly ones will fall into place. Also ensure, while making your list of tasks to be completed daily, weekly, or monthly, both your professional and your personal list should be captured on it. Task lists are not just about studying or projects, it is also about having fun and spending time with family and friends on a daily basis. You need to give yourself personal time to watch TV, surf the net, interact with friends, play, exercise, spend time with your parents, etc. Now, what is also important is to start doing your work early. The sooner you start working on your tasks, the sooner you will be able to complete and you will have more time on hand for yourself. Most of the students I have seen start working on their tasks a lot later. They while away a lot of time after coming home and start much later, only to realize that they do not have ample time to complete the tasks. This leads them to have late night studies, and when you sleep late and if your body does not get enough rest, you are not going to be as bright as you want to be the next morning. So, always start early with your tasks. The sooner you finish, the more time on hand for fun and personal interests. Also, there are days where things might suddenly appear and you cannot avoid them, and again, this is perfectly fine. But ensure that on the rest of the days, you are following your task list as per schedule. If there are little things pending once in a while, it is okay to wake up a little early and complete them, or go to sleep an hour later after completing them. But this should not become a habit. The moment you reach home, freshen up, relax for a while, and head on to complete your task list and start working on it one after another. Also, you should never procrastinate anything. I will do it later is a sentence that should never exist in your mind. Time flies, and hence, you will never realize how all the things that you put on hold to get it done later will pile up, and one fine day it will all come staring at your face. So, never procrastinate. You have already made the effort of making your to-do list and assigning durations against it. So, what is the whole point of not getting it done? Makes no sense, right? So, start early and never push anything to the next day or the next week unless necessary. And what is necessary and what is not is your decision. But be wise and practical while making that decision. Procrastination will only lead to incomplete and haphazard work in the end. You will always be tense when you work on too much pending stuff, and so ensure whatever needs to get done is getting done as per the schedule created by you. You need to understand that you will not be able to accomplish more when you do not have enough clarity of mind and when your mind is crowded with a lot of thoughts. And this is exactly what will happen when you procrastinate, because you never know when a whole lot of pending stuff will need completion immediately. And when there is a whole lot of stuff that needs to get completed, how many do you think will you be able to complete? You will be stuck with your mind not working as sharper as you expected it to be. So, learn to finish what needs to be finished and do not procrastinate. The enemy of procrastination is when you are organized in your work, which you have already done through your task list or your to-do list, isn't it? You have organized everything already. So, all that it requires is a little willpower to start working on it one after another. Stop fussing over when you face a difficult task in your list. The more time you are thinking over it and trying to find faults, the more time you will be wasting. Instead, just delve into the task and start getting it done. There is anyways no use fussing over it, because whether you like it or not, you have to get it done, isn't it? And that is the reason you have added it in your daily, weekly or a monthly list. So, stop wasting time overthinking about it and just start working on it. And once you start working on it, though initially you might not like it, but as time progresses, you will forget your dislike and you will end up completing that work. Now that you have made your list, scheduled, and without procrastinating it started working on it, there are a few things that will stop you from achieving your goal, and you need to be disciplined enough to ensure your task list gets completed every day. First thing, while you are studying or working, learn to keep your distractions away. Your mobile should always be away while you are studying or working. Time and again, checking for messages, intermittent chats, surfing, checking social media will all lead to consuming time that you are expected to be spending on studying or working. So, keep your mobiles away, and if you face distraction via friends or family, ensure you learn to say no. It is okay to say no, because what you are doing is for your own betterment, and so refuse to entertain distractions. End of the day, if you can get all the things done, you are getting one step closer to becoming more confident. Now, I have an entire video on how to avoid distractions, and the link is in the description below. Do watch it and also subscribe to our channel. Simple as that. Stop multitasking while you are working on completing your task. Everything else can wait. Do not entertain anyone or anything. The few hours that you have created for yourself should be dedicated only towards completion of the task. Handle one task at a time and do not think ahead. When you start a task, you need to ensure you give it undivided attention, and so ensure you do not move away from it until it is completed. Also, make sure you take regular breaks in between. It is not easy to stay glued to your task list, and hence, like I already mentioned, that your task list should include breaks too. Ensure you adhere to it too. Take breaks so you can refresh your mind and body before you start over. Getting away from distractions of all and any kind will help you develop the focus you need, and once you develop the focus, you will be able to complete your tasks a lot faster. And if you are someone who's struggling with focus and concentration, there is a video that I have created. It is impossible to focus, and link is in the description below. So, I have put across everything you need to know to manage your time efficiently, and now it is up to you to put these into use. Unless you do not try, nothing is going to change, and so start implementing it, and you are sure to find ample time for your personal interest too. If you need any help with any specific issues, I can help you on an individual one-on-one basis, or if you have a bunch of friends facing similar problems, I also conduct group sessions, and this will help you on your path to achieve your goals in your life. The link is in the description below. Thank you for watching, and tell me what do you think about this video in your comment section. And as always, remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Simple as that.